Check 55, Mike.
Hey, alert.
Hey, zero.
Check 49. Deuce.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 70 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 77 yards. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Rosen, and he's got it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Ballage taking it in as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon, 68 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
36, 36.
Check 37. Check 37. Shift.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rosen will throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hang out. Fan. Touch 50.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. That'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now Ballage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Check three. It's now 4th down.
Chopper!
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And a quick throw here that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson being chased out left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 39 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. To throw is Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Rosen looking to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
And now it's Rosen looking. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Nice 50 seconds, Rex. I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Joker, 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 Joker.
15.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
57. Mike, 57.
3rd and long here for Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards. Shy of midfield, they'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the... So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Lockett. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Check 55 to Mike.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Go.
Hey, eat.
25.
Check. Check.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson Completes it to Dixon. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
Final play of the half. Fitzpatrick completes it to the tight end Smythe. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Say. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Gun. Watching your five. Danny. 55's my guy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. One play 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The play fake to Ballage. Now Rosen. And oh, look at that. A diving catch.
Let's go.
Rosen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check, 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 check.
Hey, zoom. Hey, quarters.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hey, high 7.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
6-6, pull it high.
Second and 10. It's Rosen again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Hey, wahoo!
They go play action. It's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down. Here's Rosen. It's complete to Grant. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Again, it's Rosen. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. You must be dreaming.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen. It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special team.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Rosen. And Wilson has it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Rosen on 1st and 10. Now a short one to Gesicki. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Rosen to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Dolphins on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball in the